In Luke 10, Jesus answered a question that came from an expert in the religious law. And his answer to the question was, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." And then in verse 29, it gives the religious expert's response. He says, wishing to justify himself, he said to Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" And I think that in the world in which we live, where the whole globe is at our doorstep, it is easy for us to justify ourselves by saying, well, who really is my neighbor that I'm supposed to love? And I think that we are confronted right now with the situation between Russia and Ukraine with that question, who is my neighbor? As I pray, as I show concern, as I exercise compassion, who is my neighbor? That's a situation far, far away. But I think Jesus went on then in that passage to tell the story of the Good Samaritan. And if you're familiar with it, you know that the end of the story, the point is kind of that the man who proved to be a neighbor to the man who was injured was the one who did something about it. And so I would encourage us as we go through our day to think, in this situation with Russia and Ukraine, in this situation in the world around me, in this situation in my workplace, in my neighborhood, in my church, who is my neighbor? And I think we need to consider, if God has presented us with a need, just like that Samaritan was presented with the injured man on the road to Jericho, if God has put that need in my face, for lack of a better word, then what does he expect me to do about it? And I think, as we've talked about before, we need to pray. We need to pray for the people of Ukraine. We also need to pray for the people of Russia who are impacted by the decisions of their government. We need to partner with organizations that are helping with refugees, helping to support churches there, helping to support those who are supporting others. We need to do that in whatever way that we can. We also need to think, who is my neighbor right here? Are there people in my sphere that I come into contact with on a regular basis who might be affected by a situation that's far, far away? And what can I do for them? Can I take them a meal? Can I tell them I'm praying? Can I offer to pray with them? Can I ask them for specific names of people who I can bring before the Lord? I would encourage us, as we think about this idea of loving God with all of who we are and loving our neighbor as ourselves, that we would consider, in the global world in which we live, how can we show love to our neighbors near and far?